Veronica for that briefing. Now, Veronica, you also bear with me that Meru, it is the biggest town in this county, and you anticipate in the future Meru will become a city. What plans or what motivates you to serve in this board, even given an opportunity? Number two, by the virtue of the fact that Meru, it's highly populated, and many businesses that are transacted outside the premises, the buildings. We have hawkers, we have mamambogas, we have those kind of the vendors across, and you know the fact remains that these guys, they are there to ensure that they bring a bread to these families because they have nowhere else to work. How would you handle those people?
Thank you, Chair. Concerning the business people, and especially the hawkers and those people who don't have a business premises where they work, Meru Municipality is a vast municipality, and we have lands, and we have places whereby we can create for those people, those who don't have, those who are not in the offices and other places. We can create for them some places whereby we acquire some land. There are some lands we have for the county whereby we can allow them, we can build for them some places there to do their businesses and grow.
Thank you. From this point, I will give the Vice Chair an opportunity to ask the nominee the query.
Thank you, Chair. Land is something which is very touchy in the Meru town, and as we have found, maybe it is going to be one of our cities in Kenya in some years to come. How would you address land grabbing issue within the Meru Municipality?
Thank you. Thank you so much. And concerning the grabbing of the lands, I would first of all inquire, get to know, get the information on who owns the land. Then I talk to the people concerned in the authorities, and especially the Ministry of Lands, to get the information and on the ground land, especially if it is for the county or something like that. Then we get the law enforcers to get back the land, but through the right process. The right process being through the Ministry of Lands, going through all those documents and making sure that we get back the land.
Thank you. But because I will also go back to this issue of the land grabbing in this town. Actually, in all upcoming towns, there is also what we call our locations. There are those people having titles, more than one title, for a certain piece of land. And you also know that at times, as you said that you liaise with the other authorities, that is maybe NLC, National Land Commission, or the land registries, to ensure this is done. It has been there in history. Even before you came to East World, you made these issues happening. Now, in Meru, because everyone wants to come to Meru, because they know this is the hub of this county, this is where they can get their best. And we'd like to have at least an organized city, the upcoming city as it is now, because I'm sure in a very short time, this town will develop to be a city. We wanted to know specifically, because this is our city, what do you have? What's new that you are bringing on board to improve or to change the face of this town? Veronica.
Thank you, Chair. You've asked, is it the same issue of the land? Sir?
Yes, it is, but you know I've asked two things. The issue of land is there.
Yes.
There is the double allocations
Yes.
within the towns.
Yes.
This committee that is vetting you today, it is concerned with so many problems around here, because like the sewer line that is going down here to Kidoka, those are within the municipality, and this is the same people. They have not been compensated. We still have other petitions regarding these properties within this area. So that's why I'm asking you now, if you are given an opportunity as a new member of this board, what is your input to change the face of this county or municipality, the town of Meru, for us? That is basically what I meant.
Thank you. I believe there are laws in this county. There are laws and regulations that are supposed to be followed. And I, being in leadership, would follow to ensure that the laws are implemented and they are being used. So if they are grabbed land, we follow up on who is the right owner, the rightful owner, and sort the issue of double allocation. So having had the laws in the land and the regulations that govern even our county, I would still follow up to make sure that all these things are implemented.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll give an opportunity to honorable members. Honorable Kenaibai,
would you tell this committee or give rather an example of a conflict that you have resolved successfully and how?
Thank you so much, Chair, through the committee. On illegal settlements, we have people who have settled in properties that are not theirs, and nowadays it's very hard, and especially because when you go to chase them away, it might raise some, and especially if they are the low class people, especially the poor. We have so many of them that have settled illegally just because they didn't have somewhere. So I would request the management or the management of the county to get a land for them and settle them. So that would also sort the issue of the housing in the county to ensure that everybody and everyone is able to access some residence or something like that. And we also have other people who have settled illegally in someone's property. I would still follow the same process. Number one, make sure that you have the information. I make sure that I have all the information on the land, the said property. Whose is it? Does it belong to the government? Does it belong to an individual? And then I do the due diligence to follow up, because we also have some people who have gone through the legal system whereby they also signed papers and they acquired that property, but it is a wrong allocation because it should be double allocation. So on housing, we have diverse lands here in Meru and that belong to the government. Currently, we have the government that is doing the affordable housing. I would propose I would propose that the projects that are being done by the government to be implemented here in Meru in the lands that are available from the lands that are available for such purposes, so that people are able to find their residence. The next of the question is conflict resolved. I don't know in which area or just any.
Yes, in your life experience in matters management or how you deal with the public.
Thank you. Being a pastor, there are people who come with such issues, conflicts, and one of the things, and especially we have so many, especially nowadays we have marital issues, and when one party comes and expresses, they tell me about from their side of view. So according to me, I listen to that person, and after that I called the other party, listened to them to the other party, and then after that I called both of them, sat with them down, talked, and finally came up with a solution amicably.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable Ken.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Honorable Ken. I have two questions. One to the nominee is from her CV. She has recorded her work experience, and the work experience is limited to one institution, that is GGV Church. So my question number one is, besides the institution, does she have any other managerial experience from a public institution? Number two, considering Meru Town is a multiracial, multicultural, and quite populous town, what experience does she feel she brings to the board, because the board is about management? What experience do you feel now you bring from experience so that you're able to bring to the board of management? Thank you.
Kindly respond.
Thank you so much. Through the chair, thank you so much for that question. As I have said, I am a pastor and GGV Church. And one of the things I would like you to note is that a church is like any other kind of an organization, whereby, we have this notion, there is this notion about a church whereby you just go on Sunday and then you go the whole week, you're not doing anything, and then you come back on Sunday. That is different from this church. This is like any other organization whereby we have people who are working there. So we have employees, we have finances to be responsible on. We have other areas of procurement and all that, and other projects. So it's not generally like just a church whereby you go on Sunday. We go to work every day because we have employees. There's a lot of work to do. If I give you a nutshell of a church, is actually very wide, because you have members, you have small groups, you have bigger groups, you have projects, we have home churches, and we have other areas. Number two, as the church, we also have investments. We manage those investments. We also have we have invested also in something like radio, school. All those are areas that needs to be managed. So when you look at the church, don't look at it as only for Sunday. There are other areas, because we are responsible, and even the members of the church they know that the people who are in the office, they are responsible, and they, I'm looking for the word of being accountable, even the finances that have been given, whether for the project or any kind of a thing.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, Honorable Ken, you have something you forgot?
Yeah, just for clarity, that was an excellent attempt. There is the other bit I asked. Now, as you come into the board, you see from the church aspect, it might have the issues of business, which of course it is huge and vast. But now there is a question of here you're coming to deal with people with so many interests. Politics, it is quite far from the religious aspect of it. Different races, different religions, we have pagans. Now from your personal attributes, as you come into the board, what do you feel as Veronica you're bringing on the board? Thank you.
Kindly respond.
Thank you, Chair. What I'm bringing on the board, I as a person, right, I've gone to school, I've learned, and I have acquired the knowledge on diverse things, and how I'm coming to, one of the reasons or one of the strengths that I have is I'm able to handle people, different people from different areas and different levels, at different levels, able to handle conflicts. This world is not easy. When we were growing up, we've grown up, and we have been hardened by what is surrounding. So I as a person, I have acquired skills that I'm able to relate with people at different areas and at different levels.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable Morris.
Thank you, Chair. I'm Morris Ntarangwi, Siagrangondwant. I have two concerns. If we are given that position, we need to attract investors in Meru County, and specifically the Meru Municipality. Are you in a position to explain to us how you will be able to attract investors in Meru and in Meru Municipality? Then, roughly, could you tell us the revenues which Meru County collects in a year?
Thank you. Veronica, you can respond.
Thank you, Chair. Investors are very important in this region and in this municipality, and I would create an environment friendly for them, whereby the environment is very friendly. We've availed there's enough land, and whatever is there required, maybe to give or to pay. I'm looking for the word.
I'm sure you want to say that as the municipality board, you give a conducive environment to the willing investors to see the need of investing within Meru. That is what we meant.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, right. Yes, Honorable Kareb.
I feel to protect Madam Veronica Litro because one, she is a resident, not because she is a resident, but because she might not be informed of how much we collect as a county. because when we talk about municipality and what we are collecting as a county, it goes beyond the borders.
I get noted. Actually, it's noted. Thank you, Honorable Kariuki. Yes.
Point of order.
What is your point of order, Honorable Kirinya Mwenda?
Is honorable member for municipality alluding to the fact that the nominee here is incompetent and not able to understand the issues around what we collect as a county, because this part of municipality contributes, gives the biggest share of revenue collection. I mean,
Honorable
is it in order?
Honorable Kariuki, can you respond to Honorable Kirinya's concern?
I'm the Chair of Finance, Mr. Chair, and you will allow me to say that we are not talking about the collection of Meru County. We are talking about municipality one. And the fact that we are talking about municipality one, my able member should understand that it goes beyond, when we talk about revenue collection, it goes beyond municipality. If we are talking about municipality, unless if we've made municipality an autonomy where we are collecting our own revenue.
Honorable Kariuki, I'll cut you short because, you know, when we are talking of made municipality, it does not cover only one word. It cuts across 4 words. And I think it's in order for her to respond. Let us respond to what she knows, because she's here. We stand to guide. I'm not protecting her, Honorable Kariuki, but facts be said. What is that thing, Honorable Ken?
Mr. Chair.
Order, members.
Chairman, I was concerned actually by your intervention on the nominee's question. She is doing well so far.
Very well.
But we have a case whereby you as the chair and the member of municipality seem to be holding brief for the nominee. So, Chair, we will treat as a committee to make our recommendations. And in fact, she has done so well so far. So let us also not now give that room for suspension once we retreat.
Noted, Honorable Ken. Honorable Kaimbo, Mikidori, what is happening?
I want to affirm or ascertain that by asking the specifics in an interview should not be taken otherwise. Having the knowledge of the subject matter is what has brought us here. We are looking at the suitability. Suitability means how much you are acquainted with the knowledge, skills, and attitudes in that regard of the post that you want to take. So, I want to Mr. Chair, to guide us well, let the nominee give us the knowledge, the experience that she has over the question asked by the member.
Thank you, Honorable Julius Mireti Kaimbo, representing Mekindori. Yes, it is true, and I also agree with you. Any query that is asked by this honorable committee, they are all valid, and they all need some answers, Veronica. And number 2, Honorable Ken, I'm not protecting the nominee, but the fact remains that she's doing well for what she is doing. She's responding well to questions raised by honorable members, and I believe whatever she gives will be interrogated. And noting that you all know that whatever that we are discussing here, it's unanswered, it is recorded, and it can be used in future. So honorable members, kindly limit yourself, and considering time, we need to close this matter to the earliest. So not unless we have someone who has a very hurting query to ask. Yes, what is it, Honorable Morris Ntarangwe?
Chair, I think my query has not been responded, and it has brought a lot of debate. Since we are giving someone a job, she should tell us what you know about the revenues which are collected by either municipality or county.
I agree with you.
Do not protect her.
I'm not protecting her.
Yeah, she can give.
So kindly, Veronica, proceed and give an answer to the honorable members of the committee.
Thank you, committee through the chair. Thank you for this opportunity. Regarding on the revenue collected in the municipality, I'm not aware of how much, but I know that Meru County is among the best counties that give the government, that pay to the government, that has the highest revenue, among the highest revenues, around number 4 or 5, because I followed up on that. But regarding the municipality, I'm sorry, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, thank you. She has answered. It is true. We are among the best performing taxpayers in this republic. So she has said it, and you've earned it, members. I need not to add on to that. Yes, Honorable Ken Kanjai.
Thank you, Chair. I would like the nominee to explain to this committee, is the church a business entity? And if so, or rather, explain to the committee, if you're lucky to join the board, will you be representing the church or the business entity?
Yes, Veronica, proceed and answer. But before you answer, I want to welcome Honorable Patrick. Kindly introduce yourself.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Patrick Muri, member of committee, and our nominee, welcome. Can I ask a question?
Not for now. I just give you time to introduce yourself. You'll
Okay.
be given time to give your contribution. So kindly,
Thank you.
Veronica, respond. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chair. Concerning the church is not a business entity. The church is registered under the Society Act of Kenya, and it is not a business, but the church can own business. So that is why we have the church having other businesses, but the church itself is not business.
Thank you. She has answered to that. Are you satisfied, Honorable Ken? She has explained, but let me not put it again because honorable members they are saying I might be protecting. Honorable Kirinya, kindly. You are not satisfied with the answer? Kindly elaborate more because the honorable member for Kianjai is still not satisfied with the answer. Kindly proceed and give him the best you can.
Thank you. So well put that the church is not a business entity, but would be owning businesses. So I asked, if you're lucky to join the board, will you be representing the church or the business people, or what will be your position?
Kindly, I'm waiting you to respond to that.
Thank you, Chair. I'm still a pastor. It has not changed. And if I get an opportunity, I would still be a pastor. And also a municipal board member. So I'll be there representing the municipality board, or the municipal as a whole, and also I will still have my place in the church as a pastor.
Okay, honorable members, with the document that you have, it has the content. On the third page, where Veronica Wanjiku Kariuki is nominated to represent registered private associations. Can you give us a clarity on that? Because I can see, honorable members, from the documents that you have, the big pamphlet, this one, she has been nominated to represent registered private associations. Honorable Kaimbo.
I think the question has not been answered for the member, because from where I sit, I was a teacher. When I was a teacher, I applied jobs that are related to teaching. The question was, which quarter would Madam Veronica represent? She applied. I have a application here. Application for nomination as a Meru Municipal Board Member representing PWD. No, please. The first one.
Kindly, honorable member.
So it is wide. We want it specific because we are the nominee for the PWD, Christopher, who went previously. Would like to know where Madam Veronica is nominated to represent.
Chair. Honorable Karinya, order members. I want Veronica to handle an honorable member at a time. Okay, I think that is the best. Yes, information, Honorable Ken.
Yeah, mine is just to put across that, we must also not push the nominee so much, because even as much as she doesn't respond to our satisfaction, we have the room to retreat and make the decision.
I agree with you.
So we don't expect the nominee actually to answer every question to our expectations, because we'll have the room to retreat and make a decision on suitability.
Let me make a decision on that. What is happening, Honorable Karinya, before I make my judgment about it.
Honorable Chair, you were previously guided by Honorable Ken and that you and Honorable Caleb appear to answer for the nominee. I want to reiterate.
What is it information?
I want to reiterate, Honorable Chair.
It is a point of order.
That
point of order.
Honorable Karinya, thank you. What is it? You are going back to the old story, Honorable Karinya. And I'm sure Honorable Ken has given a good election and I buy the idea. If she has attempted to answer and you are not satisfied, you have a room and you have a time to discuss the same, because from that point, this committee will be retreating for report writing. And I expect such things to come up when such times arises. Thank you. Next query, but not on the same, Honorable Karim.
I think it is on the same, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Because I feel Mheshimiwa Karinya shouldn't withdraw the statement that we are protecting Madam Veronica, because I lost on a point of information. So I can't be purported to have been protecting her. So, and we are unanswered, Mr. Chair.
Sure.
So, Mheshimiwa Karinya should withdraw that sentiment that me and you protect me as well you protect yourself, Chair.
Honorable Karinya, it's honorably right, because it's in nonsense that it's a statement that an honorable member has felt it is not right. So I think it is only honorable for you to just the needful. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't think we are protecting ours. Mine as the chair, I'm just guiding this committee to conclude its mandate. So, kindly Honorable Karinya, I think you can.
Can I withdraw and ask my question then?
Kindly.
Okay, I withdraw and apologize.
Thank you.
Can I proceed and ask my question?
Please do.
Thank you. Now, my question will be in this sequence, and I hope, again, no one will appear to answer. The first question
is, does the nominee know who she is nominated to represent? Then I will ask my next question.
Please respond.
Thank you, Chair. I'm nominated to represent the registered groups, and that is in the religious organization.
Thank you, Honorable Karinya. You've been answered. Next.
Honorable Chair, does the nominee know that the levels to be nominated for representation, 1 is professional associations, 2, private sector, 3, informal sector, 4, the neighborhood associations. Number 2, now that she says she's nominated to represent the religious, second question now comes in. Does the nominee know that such people must be, number 1, proposed by the people they come to represent? And number 2, Chair, I would like the nominee to fashion this committee on when, the dates, possibly, and the venue, because I'm sure she can remember when a meeting of that organization was held and proposed her. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Karinya. Veronica, take the floor and respond.
Thank you, Chair. I was nominated in the month, I don't remember the dates, but in the month of February.
That is the best she can respond to your query. Karinya, are you satisfied? We move.
It's clear. We said we must not be satisfied. The very last one, has the nominee ever ran a pyramid scheme?
What do you have to say about that, Veronica?
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, honorable members. And concerning this, that was back in, I think 2006, but it was not my organization. I was just an employee. The organization was from Nairobi. So I was not the one who owned it. I was just working like any other employee.
Yes, Honorable Karinya.
The question was clear. Have you ever ran an pyramid scheme?
Honorable Karinya, she has said she worked in an organization, but this organization, she was an employee to that. I don't know whether it is the parliament or any other organization. Can you come up clearly?
Honorable Chair, it's fine. Again, we may run into the same problem where I'll be told to apologize for things I've not done. But this, Honorable Chair, canvasses around issues of Chapter 6 of our Constitution that talks about integrity. It is only fair that because this pyramid scheme is seen to have defrauded people in the process, even if she was an employee, it's only fair that she fashions us with the information so that we know the integrity of...
Thank you, Honorable Karinya. I really can understand what you are saying. And do you have something to add on that, Veronica?
Thank you, Chair. I did not own the organization. This was something that came and was benefiting people. And actually, I got into the same, only to realize later that our money got lost, even myself. So but it was not mine. It belonged to someone by the name of Jonde. He later died.
Thank you.
Honorable Chair,
Yes, what is it, Honorable Karinya?
as the nominee mentioned her work experience in the CV, and if yes, has she captured that part of work experience in her CV? Because I think it forms the core of this interview.
The CV, Honorable Karinya, she can respond, but from where I read, because I have a copy of the CV, it does not show. Or what do you have to say, Veronica?
Right. Thank you, Chair. As I said earlier, I've been working in the church, in the management, since the inception until today, and the ministry is 24 years in the management.
No. Honorable Chair.
Honorable Karinya, you are dominating this committee.
It's on my question, Honorable Chair. I'm not dominating.
I will judge you once now. Yes, what is your point of order, Honorable Ken?
Honorable Chair, please protect Honorable Karinya. He has a very interesting part that this committee would like to know. Maybe some of us don't understand what is pyramid scheme, and maybe we don't know why that part was not covered in the CV. So the committee has every right to understand the candidate.
I can see your hands, Ken and Caleb. I want to go back there. You can put your hands down. I'll give you an opportunity. We are still dwelling on this, and Honorable Ken, I conceptualize their statement, and we still need answers from the nominee, and I give this opportunity to her to expound more. And before that, you have a point of order? Yes, Honorable Ken.
Just
then Honorable Caleb.
Just to seek your indulgence, I think Renya's question is quite simple. Maybe the nominee could just mention the organization, and at that point, what capacity she was serving in. I think it's just that simple. Yeah.
Yes, Veronica.
Thank you, Chair. The company that I was working then was called Desi, and I was working as the I'm not remembering the name, but I was an employee working under them because we used to receive money, then take to them. Then they give us more money, then we come and pay the people.
So you mean you don't know the position you held at that organization? Were you a clerk? Were you a bursar? Were you must be holding a position
No,
in this organization.
I
was a manager. That is the word.
Yes.
You've come out clearly now. Yes, you worked as a manager of Destiny.
Desi.
Desi.
Yes.
Can you spell that word?
D-E-C-I.
D-E-C-Y. Desi.
I.
Desi. It's quite interesting, sure. She worked as a manager and you earned it. So, honorable members. Yes, Honorable Karinya.
Honorable Chair, I think we are running into the problem of cherry-picking questions, but we are proceeding well. My only worry is when one was a manager and conveniently avoids that, mentioning that in the work experience, I think it should tell a lot. Number two, there are serious concerns as to the organization she worked for as a manager, for having defrauded too many people. Having defrauded too many people. So what does she have to tell the committee on
this pyramid scheme in terms of defrauding unsuspecting members of the public? And how do we know again if she oversaw an organization, a pyramid scheme that defrauded citizens of this county? How again are we as a committee to trust that even the amount of money that comes from World Bank and others that we are collecting as a county will not end up the same way? I think it's only fair that, Honorable Chair, that the nominee fashions us with that part of work she did where people were defrauded.
Thank you, Honorable Kirinya. Honorable Ken, I wanted you wanted to, okay, kindly.
Chair, I had suggested that Honorable Kirinya had a very interesting part of this interview. And I think maybe we might now shorten even our interview with what has come up. And it's a serious thing that the nominee is not really explaining her role, or she failed to explain part of the role she played in that company. And McHugh, understand that a position of manager is not a position of clerk. A cleaner is someone who understood very well the operations of the company. And that is the part that the nominee was trying to hide from this committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Ken and Honorable Kirinya. It is pertinent. I also agree with you. And let's give the nominee an opportunity to expound on that. Veronica, kindly.
Thank you, Chair. The committee. Number one, I didn't own the organization. Number two, I didn't know what would happen later. And number three, I was like, we were not like managers. There's a name that I'm trying to look for, because whatever happened later was not anything good. And I have never found myself again in such a situation because I avoided such things. That one does not mean that there are no pyramid schemes that are going on right now. They are there, but I'm more careful right now because of course, it affected so many people, members of the church, my family, and even the community. So I did not own the organization. When we started, because it came from Nairobi, when we went and we were introduced and we saw like it's going well, we ran it for like, I think 6 months. So I didn't know, even from the beginning, because people came, and all those people who came from the beginning, they got their benefits. But then who came later are the ones who were defrauded by the company. But it is not me who defrauded them. And to put this in order, Mr. Chairman, I have never indulged myself in such things again since that time, because it was a good lesson. And all of us, we always learn. We learn from the good and also we learn from the bad.
No, as a committee, how much was involved in that exercise? The amount of money that got lost, we would like to know how much was it?
I would think between 2 and 3 million.
Between 2 and 3 million?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, Honorable Kaimbo.
I think we should not take much time on this. Following the responses from the nominee, because she has stated clearly she was a manager. A manager oversees management. And the management is dealing with people or things. And she has got ahead to tell us the approximate that was lost. I think we can make a conclusion on that question without much ado.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Honorable Member, for the guidance. What did you have, Honorable Patrick?
Thank you, Chair, and I'm sorry for coming late. Madam Veronica, people learn with the experience of the past, but my simple question is, yes, you have been nominated to present some quotas, but my question is this: why do you need this job as a person?
Kindly respond.
Thank you, Chair. This job is going to give me an opportunity to serve a larger group, and it's also giving me an experience in management and also experience in the municipality and the expanse.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable Karim. But kindly, let's shorten this.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
We are eating time to the next nominee.
I stand guided. Thank you, Chair. Madam Veronica, I know you are a resident of municipality, and there is one thing that you know doesn't work for you within municipality. There is one thing or a particular thing that you know doesn't really work. What is it, and what would you do to make sure that you make it work, or at least you improve on the service to the people? The second question, we have a big problem with street children within municipality, and we have a problem with waste management. Now that you're coming to the municipal board, what do you feel that you can do at least to address this issue of street children and waste management within the towns?
You can respond.
Thank you, Committee, through the Chair. And thank you for these questions. Regarding the traffic, there is actually, you just mentioned and asked what is one of my challenges in Meru, in the municipality. One of the problems we have is the traffic. And there's a time recently there was a department that was created in the county to handle the traffic, though nowadays I'm not seeing like they are very efficient. I would work with them and also work with the traffic department. I would also work with, I would also propose we open up some roads whereby where we have the roads that are not passable or that are not tarmacked. I would propose we create those roads so that we may ease the traffic in Meru. Number two, on the street children, this is a big issue we have in this country. We have very many street families in the municipality, and it has been an issue for quite a while. And I would bring up some regulations on how to handle them, and would also create some places where we can empower the children's homes that are around, so that we can have some of the children there. Those who are adults, we can empower them by paying for their academics, and especially in the higher levels of education, especially the polytechnics. We as the government, we help them by empowering them to get to receive some empowerment and have some courses whereby they can empower themselves to leave the streets. On waste management is a big issue actually almost everywhere, and I would propose we have the stakeholders whereby I know the county has has people, has organizations or companies that handle this. So if this one could be handled well by maybe having more vehicles to collect waste management, to collect waste, and also get more employees to that area so that we clean up our town. And I would like to see the Meru Municipality becoming something like Rwanda. We have Kigali, Rwanda, that is very clean. And also, maybe over time, we empower people on how to not to just throw waste just anywhere.
Thank you. Honorable Ken, I think I'll take this pick, the last one.
Sure. Honorable Chair, this is my last. And thank you very much, Veronica. Being a Meru, by the virtue of settling here, it's a good thing for us. And I think that will market even our county to other people, to other counties, to come and invest here. My last question to you. Do you understand the roles of municipal board? And if you do, what are they?
Kindly, you can respond.
Thank you, Chair. Can just mention a few. Number one is to create a healthy environment in the municipality. Also ensuring that the policies are implemented. And another one is to ensure the plans of the Meru Municipality are implemented and also monitor the same. Just a few.
Thank you. Honourable members, I wish to terminate at that point. So, Veronica, as we thank you for taking part in this and responding to queries that have been raised by honourable members of this committee and trying to put them to the best that you could. And now I'm very sure you are also aware that from this point, this committee will be retreating for report writing and would like to hear your closing remarks. What would you wish to tell this honorable committee as they retreat? Because we as this committee, we take this opportunity to wish you well in all your endeavors as you try to serve the residents of Meru. But I'm very, very certain that when this committee retreats, after they are done with this exercise, I would like to hear from you what would be your closing remarks to this honorable committee.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you so much for this opportunity and the honorable members for this opportunity I'm granted. I would request the members to consider me and give me this opportunity to serve the people of Meru and to serve in this municipality. For the last 2 years, the Meru municipality has been silent because we have not, I think that the other board was there and right now it has been silent. The Meru municipality, everything has been silent, there is no development, there is nothing that is happening. So if given the opportunity, I would request the members to consider me so that this municipality will become better. And also believing what one of the members said, that Meru soon will become a city. So we grow up towards becoming a city by making our county, our municipality better in development and having the right management.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The declaration form, it's not with us. All what you've attached is a receipt. What would you say about it?
Thank you, Chair. I applied some time back, but when you go to their portal, every time it's saying processing. Every time saying processing. So it has not yet given me any other document. But maybe I can follow up on that.
Okay, kindly do. So that maybe before the reports are done, we can be having the right documents. So I once again thank you so much for availing yourself. And even for the nomination, it's not easy. Veronica, to be very honest, very many people would have liked to pass through this panel, but having considered and been brought here, we also give you a congrats on that.
Thank you.
We wish you well.
Thank you.
In everything that you plan to do. And from this point, I will ask our sergeant to escort. And members, I'm sure you are also filling the assessment forms, those that you are with. Oh, thank you.
Also a pastor in a GGV church.